So, Ginger, where are we off to now today?
Well, I know this great little town just up the coast called Cayucos. I think it would be perfect for a photo walk.
I defer to you. You know, Morro Bay was so great. We got to do Cayucos.
Let's hit it.
Rare
Now, before we start exploring Cayucos, there's always some quick photo tips. You know, there's many ways to share photos when you're on the road, and I got to admit, I'm wary about posting them directly to social media, where an algorithm takes the information in that photo and uses it to learn all about myself and to sell me stuff. You know, just like it happens to you, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I do post to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all the time. I just do it via the SmugMug app on my phone, where I post a link that is watermarked and not trackable. Now, this is a better way to share, at least I think so, via SmugMug, which is the sponsor of this series. Tell everybody logistically about Cayucos, which is just up the road from Morro Bay.
Cayucos is, I think the tagline is where the Old West meets the ocean.
Cambria is 15 minutes.
Cambria is another 15 minutes on from
Then
here.
Hearst Castle.
Hearst Castle's probably only half an hour from here. I'd like a nice big wave, please.
In Cayucos, it's pretty simple. We're going to walk up and down the Main Street area, which is called Ocean Avenue, but we're going to start first at the beach.
So when I stand next to you, I don't feel that tall.
You are, you're up there.
Yeah, so should I go like this? Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're a local portrait photographer, and this is one of your favorite places to bring people.
I love the light here in Cayucos and the reflections. The tide is usually quite high compared to other beach areas, and the reflection of the pier in the water is just gorgeous. Plus you have some rock formations to the north end of the beach, which I really like.
So I guess we're going to explore.
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
It's quite bright, but it's still just gorgeous to take pictures here. The light coming through the pylons of the pier, the reflection you can see in that group of people over there, the reflection in the water. This great big swatch of water isn't always here. In fact, sometimes this is how high the tide comes. I don't shoot until 1 hour before sunset, so the light is a bit lower than now. And I start on the pier with some group shots, then we come down, we walk along the side of the pier, go under the pier, and then I work both sides of the pier, because the light obviously is different on each side. At this time of day, the sun's on the north side.
Is there a place you like to eat here?
I love to eat at Ducky's, but everyone raves about the fish tacos, but I'm a vegetarian, so I don't know.
I went to the Sea Shanty today.
Oh, did you have pie?
I loved it.
I've heard that their pie is out of this world.
Here we go. This is a pie, huh?
This is the pie, the shanty pie, mint chip with fudge.
All right, thank you.
Took a picture
Famous
of the
for their
dessert
pie.
menu. And I also took a picture of all the hats. Do you know about the hats?
Yes, I forgot about the hats. That's funny.
They have a lot of hats. They said it was 35 years worth of hats.
Oh, wow. It's places like that, you know, that tell stories.
Makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's photo tip. I shoot a lot under the pier in Manhattan Beach. You shoot a lot here. Photographers like to shoot under the pier. Tell everybody why.
It's the symmetry. It's the graphic elements of the wood and the color of the wood. Actually, I brought an assistant along with me recently, and we were under the pier, and she didn't take any pictures straight down the pier. And I was like, no, you've got to look at the lines. Look all the way down. Look at the light on the water, the wet sand. It's just gorgeous.
That and our faces aren't covered in shadows.
And the fact that we have, you know, even lighting, mostly, if you get it right. And
yes.
We want shade, not sun.
Right.
For people, you always want them in the shade. People look best. It's more flattering, especially anyone over the age of about 25.
But if you're taking a picture of the rock, you want the sun without anybody there, right? Yeah.
Or a different time of day,
Yeah.
like low light, basically.
Okay.
Wind is
Why
throwing
don't
me
you
around.
position me? I'm your client today. Where would you put me?
Where's
under the
my
pier?
ladder?
Yeah. Oh, you need a ladder?
I always bring a ladder when I'm on a shoot.
Yeah.
Because I'm 5'7", but there's plenty of people taller than me. So I would start, I guess, let's have a look on this side of the pier. If you just put your feet on that patch of dry sand right there, and move a little bit to your left. A little bit more. I'm trying to get taller.
This is what I usually tell the guys to do.
That's good. I like it.
Okay, so you like it right here?
I like it right here because of the reflection. I'm crazy about reflections.
Yeah, reflections are good. I just want to see more of your face.
So at this point, it's still a bit bright to be looking. I
Right.
feel like I'm squinting.
You are.
So,
And here.
and here
Oh,
I'm a silhouette, which is great if you have a nice strong nose.
yeah. There's nothing harder than shooting at the beach. It's cold, it's windy, it's wet, the light is harsh, everything is going against you.
And you have to think about all these things at the same time as expression
Right.
and composition and exposure.
But clients love them. They love, they're in a good mood. The minute they get here, nobody's ever in a bad mood, right?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And what is your secret then for beach photography? when
It's a secret. I'm not going to tell you.
No, when for dealing with the elements, with the bad lighting, one thing you do is we only shoot an hour before sunset, period.
Yeah, that's something I will really strongly stick to unless I absolutely have to do something else. Sometimes I do. And make sure that your camera is eye level or higher than your subject, because otherwise it's all about chins. Even if it's a very slim person, everyone's got chins.
Can we do the shot where we both take pictures of each other
Yes,
again? That was one of my favorites. And then okay, we're taking pictures, and now we're gonna move the camera this way into the lens. Okay, so classic California beach town, very small. Stuff to do is basically go to the pier and go out to eat.
And eat.
And eat.
And shop.
And
A lot of little knick-knacky kind of
Antique shows.
antique-y
Yeah.
and sea glass and
Do you like to photograph the old timers and some of this sort of stuff?
it's not my bag, but
Yeah.
I like to see it.
Reflections. How does this compare to some of the other Central Coast small towns?
I just, this is very accessible. There are sidewalks. It is clear where the stores are. There's lots of little enticing things to keep you walking. So remember when Antique Mall, and then you look down and there's an old saloon. It's very cool. Further down is the Brown Butter Cookie Company, which is pretty famous now. And then,
Busiest place here,
oh really?
at least by my research. Yes.
Have you tried it?
Yes, it was amazing.
It's neat, and there's all these different little kind of original mom and pop style stores where you can actually see real things. There is literally nothing that's a chain store.
So Ginger, as great as the beach is, I would want to photograph you here for a portrait because the light couldn't be nicer.
It's flattering light, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's really flattering.
Yeah.
So may I take your picture?
Please.
Okay.
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, you're not going to say no. No, of course not. Okay, so I got you and the crazy guy, which is good. It says we were here, but I would take the blank wall because I like no distractions. Would you use the little
The
walkway?
white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd probably put you over there. Let's go over there.
I like the white walkway.
Oh, I saw a smile there. Oh, but I'm lower than you. I just ruined your.
You are lower than me. However, there is a little proviso which you've just made it work. If someone's leaning forward like that, it brings the chin out so that the neck. If I was standing straight and you're lower than me, then it's all blah 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 blah.
Give me one of these. And let's see. What do you think?
That's gorgeous. Because I don't have my glasses. See this little coastal access?
Yeah.
This little sign here. This particular one is really neat. On the end of 6th Street.
Okay.
This little rickety old stairs. Every block has a different beach access, and they're all really cool. You just park right there on the street. It's a residential area, and pop down the stairs onto the beach, and it's just like a surprise. What are you going to find?
And no charge.
No
It's
charge.
free, yes.
It's all free. One I got earlier, by the way.
Oh, good.
So eyes are going here.
Thank you.
Lovely. Your turn.
Okay. All right. Ginger, thanks for taking us out again on another photo walk of the amazing Central Coast of California. You're really lucky to be able to live up here.
I know. I think that every day.
And if you want to see more of Ginger's work, sandprintsphotos.com.
That's right.
Alrighty, if you like this video, please share, please like, please comment, all the usual things. Please subscribe. Please stay tuned for more photo walk videos. You might want to check out some of our other Central Coast videos, like Pismo Beach and Morro Bay. Otherwise, please stay tuned for more photo walks. And where are we going next time? Not exactly sure.
Well, actually, I take that back. We know exactly where we're headed to. Up Highway 1 North, the next town over. Cambria, which is a little larger than Cayucos, with dramatic rocky scenery. And just down the road from Hearst Castle, elephant seals, and zebras. So please stay tuned. We'll see you on the next photo walk, everyone.